countdown is on. I think by next week at this time, is it next week, all kids will be back in school across the state. Anticipation runs high, and most families will do something special to mark the new school year. Those traditions are key to starting out on the right foot and settling in fast. Well, Aimee Ferre is helping us settle in right with some back-to-school traditions. You're sort of giving these traditions a fresh face, which we love. And you point out these ideas apply to all generations.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think when you have the whole family, grandparents involved, you're not off the hook, Grandma. It's fun to do some of these things, and it helps you connect with the kids. So,
what is your approach to tradition?
Well, you know, I'm visual. I always have to have something visual, and I think that personalizes it to the child and helps them feel special. I mean, when you personalize something for them, like, for example, with my first item here is the notebook, the folder cover, and it's a one-pager, and I've done it for your KSL viewers today. It's a free download for a limited time, but it kind of covers a lot in one page, and it can be used in these 3-ring binders for scrapbooks, and it also helps. It has ask questions about what are you excited about, what are you nervous about for school, you know, what's your favorite subject, and it's kind of a prompter that can also help parents understand where their child's at. And in our family, we do, you know, interviews with Dad before you start school, and we have a religious, you know, thing that we do as well, and that can kind of prompt Dad as he's interviewing the kids, you know, what they're concerned about, what they're worried about, and help them laugh and talk things out. And so it's just a great little one-pager that can also serve as the scrapbook cover for the year.
It helps give dads and moms a parenting checkpoint, a starting point, if you will. And it's creative, it's visual, like you said, speaks to your aesthetic talent there as well. You can sit down with your children, have that little coloring activity, and they have that personal little note to slip in their sleeve. I like that.
And it's great because you've got the Polaroid cameras now that you can stick a picture there, or you can wait till their school picture comes, or they can do a self-portrait, so it's fun.
Lovely. All right, there's a back-to-school dinner idea you're sharing that I think sounds like a ball.
Know. I've seen these around on Instagram a lot, and I think it's a great tradition because family meal times are really important in communication, and it helps your child build self-esteem. So I've developed this theme of Queen of Smarts or King of Smarts, kind of off the Smartie theme, and of course you have to have candy Smarties. But
and that's another idea a lot of families are embracing, picking a theme for the year. I love that.
I know somebody, one of my Instagrammers, you know, said, "Oh, this might be my theme for this year," and so I think it's fun when you've got something that kind of directs the kids in goals, and of course I'm all about desserts. You know, I'm all about pretty and desserts, and you have to have those old-time treats like the Ding Dogs and the Twinkies. The Twinkies, I read today that they were developed in 1963 or 1967, so that's about my era. The Ding Dongs, no, the Twinkies were 1930. The Ding Dongs were 1967. Kind of a fun old school, and I've got a homemade version on my website that I'll give the recipes to.
Oh,
kind of fun to try out. Just a little labor-intensive, but a novelty.
A good activity.
Got a good pan here for the Twinkies, and you use a biscuit cutter for the Ding Dongs, so that's fun.
You talk about that old school throwback. Those trays are taking me back. Those lunch trays
doesn't that take you back? Do they not do those anymore?
Yeah.
I don't know if they do the cafeteria trays anymore, but anyway, and I set the table with the trays with old books. I love Melissa Quigley of Hollyhocks and Honeybees. She always does a fashion show and a dinner, and she inspired me with her oversized pencils. I love anything miniature and oversized, and these were just fun to put on the table when I had the little dinner party the other day. And you can do sack lunches. You know, if the grandparents want to do it, don't have the energy for a big dinner, the moms can, you know, pack a sack lunch, go to Grandma's, and she can serve dessert, and you guys can laugh and talk, do coloring activities and all kinds of stuff.
Just signifying a special meal to kick off that special first day. And you mentioned Melissa's back-to-school fashion show. It's showing off their school clothes, right?
Yeah.
Part of the dinner activity. So many fun things you can do just around that dinner time hour.
And you've got cousins and friends or whoever you invite, and you just laugh, and it sort of takes that edge off of the fear for those little kindergartners or those kids that have moved in from, you know, come to a different school. It just kind of calms them.
Here's another element I love. Whenever we throw a party for other people outside our home, outside our family, we always play up the favors. You made favors for your own kids, for your own family.
Of course I made favors. I have to make favors. So on the front little desk there, I've got, I took pencils, erasers, the little mini composition books that they have available at the dollar store, and I think Target had them as well. Anyway, I've made some little label covers just like I did at Father's Day, you know, those printables.
Which we love.
Yes, that kind of give little inspiring quotes. Like, in fact, I'm going to have to grab it because I've got to remember what it says. But it's, "No one is perfect. That is why pencils have erasers." And you've got to, well, this little eraser fell off, but, oh, are they all falling off? There we go.
There it is.
I didn't attach it that well. And then I've got on the composition, it says, "When you you write the story of your life, don't let anyone else hold the pen.
Nice. Nice.
For the little ruler, it's the measure of who we are is what we do with what we have, and then the glue is find a good friend, stick together.
Okay, so inspiring.
Just kind of fun. And then, of course, we have to have the star student. So I've got glittered stars.
Are these back-to-school crowns?
Back-to-school crowns. You know me and crowns. And you can write their name. And after I had the little party, I thought, you know what you could do is take some yarn and punch holes and have them sew their name if they're, that's a good activity for the primary age kids. So
my little Emmy's just getting into those fine motors, right?
Yeah.
With the lacing toys.
So you're going to lace their name out of the handwriting.
Super cute, and playing on your Queen King of Smarts theme,
of course.
too.
Yep.
All right, that back-to-school photo is a tradition for so many families, I should say, but you've got a little element to help us take it up a notch this year.
For sure I do. So I have these little printables that are available on my website, and they have all the grades from preschool all the way up to high school. And I know in our school, we just recently switched from 6th grade being in elementary to being in junior high. So I've even done a couple extras in there for whether it's junior high or high school. So they can hold that, and then I actually put this on my door. And all it is it's canvas. And then I even just took my little chart pack markers. You can find these at art stores. I didn't try just a regular marker, so I don't know if it works, but these you can find them in the colors of the notebook lines.
Sorry, they're chalk pens?
They're called chart pack. Let's see, chart pack markers. And they're a design marker that you find in an art store.
Okay.
And it's just a heavier duty, so it goes nicely on. I did a wedding job a couple weeks ago, and I tried it out to hand letter things, and it has a beautiful tip. And so I just took pencil and got those long rulers,
right,
and just spaced it out.
Oh my gosh, the texture on this fabric is perfect.
It was easy. I just ripped it. I just ripped it. I didn't even serge the edges or anything. And it's just a nice backdrop for your first day of school photos.
Perfect.
You don't have to make it perfect. I know everybody's like, the first day, I missed the first day. Who cares when you take the picture? Just take a picture of them for that first week of school, second week of school, so that they've got it for their binder.
Did I spy this on your dinner table too as a runner?
Oh, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, I used it as a runner, and it just was a cute little centerpiece, and then I put it on the door for the photo shoot after the dinner was over.
What a great piece just to carry through, kind of put it in your family party stash and to pull that out every year and have that kind of be one of your staples. I'm inspired. I want to go back to school.
I know. So do I. I want a fresh
sharpened pencil and a back-to-school crown. Super fun. Great ideas. You mentioned some downloads, and they're available on your website?
Yep, they're all available. The free download is available on my website, along with, I'll give information on where you can get the school supply downloads. And then these, I forgot to mention these. These are my education that I've always sold on my Etsy shop, but now I've made it into a download version that you can get 3 different sizes. It comes in a package deal, and I used these on the tables to inspire the kids with little, this is from Nelson Mandela, this is from Malala, just Emily Dickinson. So it kind of gives some thoughts on education.
Something about the inspiring words paired with your beautiful artistic talent is just so motivating. So thank you for
Brooke.
sharing that with us. We appreciate it.